today, if old Jerry got called into the office of young Jerry to have that talk, would he keep his job or be fired as the GM of the Dallas Cowboys? In 1989, 46-year-old Jerry Jones purchased the Dallas Cowboys for $140 million, a record at that time for an NFL team purchase. He acquired the team from then-owner H.R. Bum Bright. The purchase included the team, the Texas Stadium, and $15 million in player contract debt. The team was reportedly losing $1 million a month when Jerry took ownership. He believed he could fix the team's issues and bring them back to prominence. Once he took the reins, Jones immediately fired legendary head coach Tom Landry, a longtime Dallas fixture, and replaced him with his college teammate Jimmy Johnson. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Jerry fired Tom Landry primarily because he felt Landry's methods had become outdated. He publicly stated that Landry was too old and not winning. Mind you, they had just won the chip in 78 and in 72. That's 2 Super Bowls in 16 years, not to mention 3 other Super Bowl appearances, but that was still not enough to make Jerry look at Landry like he was winning. The same year he purchased the team, he and Jimmy Johnson orchestrated the well-touted Herschel Walker trade with the Minnesota Vikings, a trade that is widely regarded as one of the most impactful in NFL history. And though at the time, the Cowboy fans were not excited about losing a player like Herschel, but this move helped reshape the team into a dynasty. Over the past 30 plus years, Jerry Jones and his team have bolstered the team's value from $140 million to over $10 billion, making it the highest valued team of any sport on the planet. That's a 7,042% increase in its valuation. Great business. Okay, how did he do it? Well, overall, he transformed the team into a global brand, securing lucrative sponsorships, pioneering stadium-based revenue streams, and leveraging media deals. Before Jerry, the league would handle all the sponsorship deals and split it amongst the 32 teams evenly. Jerry changed that business model completely. He independently signed a 10-year, $40 million deal with Pepsi-Cola and a $2.5 million deal with Nike. He also launched the Dallas Cowboys merchandising company and became part owner of Papa John's Pizza, which became the official pizza of the Dallas Cowboys and a huge sponsor of the stadium. These are just some of the ways that this LA native oil tycoon supercharged the increase of the Dallas Cowboys valuation. Now that's off the field. On the field, Jerry's brilliance is a much smaller, flickering flame. The first bad decision was firing Super Bowl winning coach Jimmy Johnson in '94, just a year after going back-to-back in the big dance. Jerry told the media, any coach could have won with those Dallas Cowboys. Well, they did win one more the year after with new coach Barry Switzer, but that was it. And many believe that Jimmy and that dynasty could have at least won 2 to 3 more rings. Then came a series of personnel missteps that crippled the team's culture, fractured its identity, and misused its funds. Like this consistent pattern of delaying paying our top players, like Emmitt Smith, Zach Martin, and CeeDee Lamb, which only leads to paying even more, unnecessarily draining from the cap, and minimizes the chances of other top-tier talent actually wanting to come to Dallas. They overpaid Zeke Elliott. They overpaid Dak Prescott. Both of these moves handcuffed the salary cap for years to come, with little to show for it. Let's talk trades and signings. Jerry used the number 1 pick on Taco Charlton instead of TJ Watt, who is arguably top 3 defensive players in the league right now. Whereas Taco is, could you imagine him and Micah? Right. He traded Amari Cooper to the Browns for a 5th rounder, and that 5th round pick was later used for offensive tackle Matt Waletzko. Now, what makes that trade so bad is that other top tier receivers like Amari, those teams were getting 1st round draft picks and other high draft picks along with it. But the problem was Jerry let him go for cheap because Jerry turned this personal. He also allowed Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy to coach in lame duck status, which means you let your coach in his last year of his contract. So now he's basically coaching to try to keep his job. This creates uncertainty, it reduces respect in the locker room, and most likely with all of that, your coach just isn't going to perform at their best. And now, of course, we're all in the midst of the whole Micah debacle. It's the same thing all over again. Okay, here's the last thing. Jerry insists on being owner and general manager, which maybe doesn't sound like a bad choice, seeing that he was owner and general manager when they won the 3 Super Bowls. But here's the problem. Times change. Things change. Let's look at our division. In the last 3 decades, the New York Giants have had 4 different GMs and they've won 2 Super Bowls. The Eagles have had 6 different GMs and they've won 2 Super Bowls. The Commanders/Redskins, they've had 9 different GMs, 0 Super Bowls, but they did have 1 NFC Conference Championship appearance. The Dallas Cowboys have had 1 GM that entire time, 0 Super Bowls, 0 NFC Championship appearances. All right, so before we go blaming Jerry for all the losses and all the failed championship appearances, the GM's job is to put together a championship caliber team, which Jerry has done again and again. He led a legacy of drafting all-pro offensive linemen like Larry Allen, Travis Frederick, Tyron Smith, and Zach Martin. In the last 30 years, the Cowboys have had at least 1 all-pro selection and multiple Pro Bowl selections every single year. Not to mention, during that time, 15 winning seasons. I mean, I guess that also means 15 losing seasons, and on top of all that, during that time, they've seen 4 players plus Jerry himself be inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. But during those winning seasons, that's what makes Cowboy fans so frustrated. Des got it. Because they had opportunities. There's been so many missed opportunities. Des got it. And we understand at this level of the game, yeah, it all comes down to one play here. Des got it. Here or there, inches here or there. We get it. But to see your team constantly be on the losing end of those crucial moments when all you needed was one last drive, all you needed was the defense to stand up one last time, all you needed was the ref to see that call. Des got it. Financially, the team is doing better than ever, but it is no longer viewed as a winning organization. So how long will those evaluations hold steady? Because in sports, the money follows the winners. So you tell me, does Jerry get to keep his job or is he fired?